Alright, so we're going to try this again. Hopefully we fixed the issue. Alright, so we are back. Thank goodness. Alright, to give you all some context real quick on what's happening. So in the first inning, my apologies for the video issue. Sincere apologies, but so this is what happened in the first inning. So Xander led off with a walk due to a stolen base and a pass ball. I moved to third. Leo drove him in with a single, but all three outs were strikeouts that Liam chalked up. Coming up for pitching for the Knights will be Anizo and Sebastian B behind the plate. And coming up for Burn Collier is going to be Vance, Max, and Marcus. All right, so here we go. Bottom of the first inning. Nobody out, nobody on. 1-0 lead for the Knights and the first pitch. Called strike. So it's an 0-1 count to Vance. No balls, one strike. Vance is listed as the extra hitter. I'm sure he'll go in throughout the game. And here's the pitch. Called strike 2. So an 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of the first. Knights lead at 1-0. They are the away team in the video. And the Burn is the home team. And the pitch. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher just beyond his glove. Second baseman fields it, throws over, and that's one away. So 1 out. Max steps in with Marcus on deck. Nobody on here in the bottom of the first. Knights lead at 1-0. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike. 1 out. And here's the 0-1 from Nizo. Ball inside, and that's going to be a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. And that's going to be a 2-1 count now. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Max. And Max is catching for the Burn. And the pitch. And that's ball 3. So 3-1 count. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Nobody on. Bottom of first. Knights lead at 1-0. They are the away team on the scoreboard. And the pitch. There's a pop fly to right center. That's going... Oh, nice catch by the right fielder to go back on that one. And that is 2 outs. Marcus steps in with Kendall on deck. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the first inning. Again, my apologies for the video start we had, but everything's corrected and we should be in good shape today. And here's the pitch. It's a ground ball, shortstop, right third comes across, he fields it, he throws over, and that is 3 outs. Nice play by the third baseman. And that's 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And at the end of 1, it's the Knights 1, Burn 0. All right, so coming up here in the top half of the second inning is going to be Sebastian. He'll be followed by Andrew and then Ike. All right. Let's do a quick check of everything. The first inning, the Burn struggled on defense a little bit, gave up 1 run, gave up a walk and a hit. And a run. Gave up a walk, hit, and a run. And as noted, the Burn is home team. And the Knights are visitors. All right, I think we're about ready here. Get the top of the second underway. And we'll see the throwdown on this pitch. And the top of the second will begin. All right, so here we go. Sebastian steps in. And here's the first pitch. That's a ball in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes to Sebastian. There's a drive out to right field, snagged by the Burn, and that is 1 out. Nice catch by the right fielder. So 1 down here in the top of the second inning. Knights lead at 1-0. And here's the pitch. Ball inside. So 1-0 count to Andrew. Ike is on deck. There's 1 out, nobody on, top of the second. And the pitch. Ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes on Andrew. Sebastian flew out to right field. He was the first batter. It's ball 3 inside, and that's a 3-0 count now. So 3 balls, no strikes to Andrew. And the 3-0. There's a ball in the dirt, and that is a walk. So second walk issued by Liam. And that puts Andrew on with Ike coming up to the plate and Joey on deck. All right, so here is the first pitch. Nope, he throws over to first base. Nearly got Andrew leaning. He did. Andrew was leaning towards second base. Liam, being a lefty, has a really good move and nearly caught him off. So here's the throw over to first base again. Andrew gets back. Still no pitch to Ike as of yet. And nope, first base again, and Andrew's back. And the delivery. Ball outside. Andrew stays at first. So 1 ball, no strikes. So after throwing, Liam has now thrown 5 balls in a row. There's ball 6. And it's a 2-0 count on Ike. So 2 balls, no strikes. Andrew's down at first base. Knights lead at 1-0. They scored that in the top of the first inning on an RBI single by Leo. And there's the pitch. There goes Andrew. There's a throw down. And he is out. Nice play by the catcher and the second baseman to nail Andrew at second base. And a called strike on Ike, so that's a 2-1 count. So 2 outs, and here's the 2-1 pitch. Ball outside. And now it's a 3-1 count. So 3 balls, 1 strike. After a nice play by the catcher and the snag on the 1 hop by the second baseman, they easily threw out Andrew at second. There's the pitch, ball 4, and that is the third walk now issued by by Liam. So Ike's on first base. Joey's stepping in. Carter's on deck. And we got a quick timeout here so the coach can go out and talk to his pitcher. All right, so here we go. Here's the first pitch. There's a ground ball foul. And it's a 0-1 count to Joey. So no balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, 1 on. Top of the second. It's a 1-0 score. And the pitch. Ball outside. So it's a 1-1 count now to Joey. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. And the pitch. It's a ground ball foul, and it's going to be 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Hits him, and he will move to first base. That moves Ike over to second. That brings Carter to the plate with Nizo on deck. As Carter steps in, 2 runners on, 2 outs. The Knights are threatening here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. Called strike, and it's a 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike to Carter. And the pitch. Ball outside. Nice snag by the catcher to prevent the runners from moving up. And it's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Ball up, and it's a 2-1 count now. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Carter. Two outs, 2 on. Top of the second. And the pitch. And the ball gets past the catcher, and the runners will move up. And it makes it a 3-1 count to Carter. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on. Runners at second and third. Ike is at third, Joey's at second. And here's the 3-1 from Liam. Ball 4, and bases are now loaded. So 2 outs. Nizo steps in. Nizo is the... Oh, it's Nico. Sorry. The way it was written, it looked like Nizo. So it's Nico. Sorry about that, folks. Get that correct. And here's the pitch by Liam. A nice stop by Sebastian to prevent any runners from coming home. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes on Nico. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the second. Knights lead it 1-0. Ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Liam has nowhere to put Nico. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And Liam steps off the mound to reset. Again, bases loaded. And the pitch. Strike 2. So now it's a 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, top of the second. So Liam has fought back to even the count. And the pitch. Foul ball. And we'll do 2-2 again. So Liam gets signed, sets, delivers. Ball up, and it's a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Chances are the runners are going here. And here's the pitch. Ball 4, and that is another run for the Knights. And it remains bases loaded with Xander coming to the plate. So 2 outs, bases loaded. 1 runner across here in the second. Knights lead at 2-0. And here's the pitch. It's a ground ball back to the shortstop, the slow roller, and he is going to be out at first, and that is 3 outs. So 1 run on no hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. And at the end of 1.5, it's the Knights 2, the Burn 0. Coming up in the bottom of the inning for the Knights, for the Burn, is going to be Kendall, followed by Eric, followed by Drew. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network, and we'll just let you listen to the games of the sounds of the game in between innings. All right, about to get ready to get this inning underway, the bottom of the second inning. Knights lead at 2-0. Coming up for the Burn in the bottom half of the second inning is going to be Kendall, Eric, and Drew. In the first inning, the Burn got no runs. They had grounded out to second, flew out to right field, and grounded out to third. All right, so here we go. Kendall steps in, and here's the first pitch to Kendall. Ball outside, and it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes to Kendall. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt, and it's a 2-0 count. So 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of the second inning. Knights lead at 2-0. 2-0 count on Kendall. And the pitch. Ball 3. And Kendall is setting with a 3-0 count. And here's the 3-0 count pitch from Nico, and that's called strike. And it's a 3-1 count. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of the second inning. Burn trailed by 2. And here's the pitch from Nico. Ball 4, and Kendall is on with a walk. So that's the first walk issued by Nico in this game. First inning was 3 up, 3 down. And it's like the Burn has something cooking here in the bottom half of the second inning. Eric steps in. He'll be followed by Drew, who's on deck. Kendall's down at first base. And throw over to first, and Kendall's back. All right, and so here comes the pitch. Called strike, and it is an 0-1 count to Eric. So no balls, 1 strike, nobody out, 1 on, bottom of the second. Kendall gets a big lead at first, and he stays here. Oh, hit by pitch. So So 2 runners on now to lead things off here in the bottom of the second for the Burn. You got Drew stepping in with Wyatt on deck. You got Kendall at second and Eric at first base. So after a really good start in the first inning, Knights are struggling a little bit here in the bottom of the second, as the Burn have 2 on with nobody out. The outfield pulls in, and here's the pitch. Called strike. So it's an 0-1 count to Drew. No balls, 1 strike, nobody out, 2 on, and the pitch. There's a ground ball to third. Third baseman mishandles it, and all runners are safe and bases are loaded. So we're going to call that an E5, which loads the bases with nobody out. And Wyatt steps in with Will on deck. So the outfield pulls in again, and the pitch, ball high. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out, bases loaded. Burn are threatening here in the bottom of the second. You have Kendall at third, Eric at second, Drew at first after the reached on error, and here's the pitch. Called strike, and that's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Wyatt. That was Drew that reached on error. Eric was hit by pitch, and Kendall walked. And here's the 1-1 to Wyatt. Ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Called strike, and it's a 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Bases loaded in the bottom of the second inning. And the pitch. Ball high, and it's a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Thanks for joining us here on the broadcast of the USSSA tournament put on by Visit stpclearwater.com, Tampa Bay USSSA, and broadcasted by Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. There's a pop fly out to right field. Right fielder has it, and runner tags, throw home, is way off, goes to the pitcher, and it is a 2-1 ball game. So the runners remain at first and second. Brings in Will with Liam on deck. It's a 2-1 ball game now. Here in the bottom of the second inning, 1 out and the pitch. Swing and a miss. So it's a 0-1 count on Will. 1 out, 2 on, 1 run across so far this inning for the Burn. And here's the 0-1. It's a fly ball on the infield. First baseman comes in, makes the catch, and that is 2 outs. So 2 outs. So after giving up 3 walks and Nico has settled down and got the last 2 batters out on a pop fly to, well, actually, I'm sorry, an error committed on the infield, and then 2 walks. After the sacrifice fly, which got 1 out, a quick pop fly here on the infield. And so now there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. There's a ball high to Liam. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. 1 run across so far here in the bottom of the second. We're in Fossil Park here in St. Pete, Florida. And here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Shortstop fields it. No, it goes through his glove, and everybody's safe. So we'll give an error to the shortstop, and the bases are now loaded with 2 outs. That brings in Emery with Vance on deck. So bases loaded, 2 outs. The closeness of the center fielder really prevented the runner from third from coming home and tying the ball game. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So it's an 0-1 count to Emery. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Ball high. And that's a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Bases loaded. And the pitch. Ball gets away from the catcher. The runner at third holds. And it's a 2-1 count to Emery with bases still loaded and 2 outs. And it's called strike 2, and it's a 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded, and the pitch. That's ball 3. So that's a full count. Bases are loaded. Runners will be going on this because there's 2 outs. You got Eric at third, Drew at second, Wyatt at first. Kendall has scored earlier on the sacrifice fly by Wyatt. And here's the pitch. There goes the runners. Foul ball. And we will do 3-2 again. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. 1 run in this inning for the Burn. They trail 2-1. That 1 run was Kendall. Came in on a sacrifice fly by Wyatt to the right fielder. And here's the pitch. There's a pop fly on the right field. That's going over the right fielder's head. He's back, though. He misses it. Goes over his head. That's going to score at least 2 runs. And the score now is 3-2. So both Eric and Drew score on that base hit. We're going to give a single to Emery. He goes to second on the throw. And Liam ends up on third. So now the Burn have the lead here in the bottom of the second inning, 3-2. Runners at second and third, still 2 outs, and the pitch. There's a ground ball foul. Vance is at the plate with Max on deck. So 0-1 count now to Vance. No balls, 1 strike. And here's the 0-1. So line shot out in the right field. Over the right fielder's head. That's going to score 2 more. And the Burn lead it 5-2. And on the throw, Vance goes to second. All right, so 5-2 lead now for the Burn. They've captured here in the bottom of the second inning. They've put up 5 so far. Still 2 outs. Runner at second. That's Vance down at second base. And Max takes ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. A big inning here for the Burn. And the pitch. Ball 2. And so Max has a 2-0 count. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Vance down at second base. 5 runs are across this inning for the Burn. And they lead it 5-2. I think it was taking a little bit too long for Max's liking. Calls timeout. The umpire grants it. And now we're ready to play again. Nico gets a sign, sets, and delivers the 2-0 pitch. There goes the runner. That gets past the catcher. We'll call that a wild pitch. And that moves Vance to third. So now it's a 3-0 count. 3 balls, no strikes on Max. This is the 9th batter of this inning for the Burn. And here's the pitch. It's a ground ball to shortstop. Shortstop fields it. He has a little bit of trouble with it. Sebastian's on the way to first, and he is safe. And so an RBI infield single. Makes it 6-2. Marcus is up. He'll be the 10th batter of this inning with Kendall on deck. All right, so quick conference on the mound there to try to settle down. The Burn have put up 6 runs this inning on 3 hits. and 2 errors. Nico has given up 2 technically walks, 1 official walk, and the other one hit by pitch. Quickly got 2 outs, gave up 1 on the run on a sacrifice fly, and then the floodgates have now opened with errors and hits. And here's the pitch. Ball outside to Marcus. And it's a 1-0 count. Last time Marcus grounded out to third. Max, who has a pinch runner running for him at first, he flew out to right field last time up. Called strike. The catcher drops it, and the runner is safe at second. So it is a 1-1 count now to Marcus. Timeout called. So Will is actually running for Sebastian right now. There's a ball outside, and I believe that is a 2-1 count now. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Will is down at second base, pinch running for Max, who reached on an infield single. And here's the pitch. It's a ground ball to first base. First baseman grabs it, holds on, and that is 3 outs. So the Burn put up 6 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, and 1 left on base. And at the end of 2 innings, it's the Burn 6, the Knights 2. This is Dot from the Tampa USSSA Sports Network. I'll be right back with you. All right, so we got the throwdown. About to get the 3rd inning underway here. Let's see. So coming up for the Knights is going to be Caleb, Josh, and Leo. So Caleb struck out his first time up, Josh struck out his first time up, and Leo singled the first run of the game. All right, so here we go. Caleb steps in. And the pitch. Ball on the dirt. And it is a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. There's a pop fly foul behind us, and it is a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1. Called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2. Ball 2, sorry, just off the plate. So it's a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Top of the 3rd inning. Knights trail by 4. And here's the pitch. There's a pop fly. Center fielder's coming in and makes the catch. And that is 1 away. So 1 down. Josh steps in with Leo on deck. Leo drove in Xander in the 1st inning via an RBI single. And he'll be coming up next. And the pitch. There's the ball in the dirt. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Nobody on. Top of 3. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. On Josh. And here's the 1-1. There's the ball in the dirt. And it's a 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Nice stop by Sebastian. Or I'm sorry, Max. My bad, Max. Sebastian's the catcher for the Knights. A nice stop by Max. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So now it's a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Nobody on. I'm sorry, 1 out, nobody on. 1 out, nobody on. And the pitch. Ball 3, and it's a 3-2 count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes on Josh. And the pitch. Called strike 3, and that is 2 outs. So far, Liam is pitching a 2 batters up, 2 batters down inning. So nearly a 1-2-3, but we'll see what happens with Leo. Leo hit a single into center field. Line drive single in the center field, his first time up. And here's the pitch. There's a line shot to short. Shortstop just misses it. And Leo is going to be on with his 2nd single of the ball game. So 2-out single by Leo. It was a nice try by the shortstop, just past the end of his glove, and it goes into left center field. Left fielder came over, snagged it, and prevented Leo from moving to second base. So 2 outs, 1 runner on. Charlie steps in. Sebastian is on deck. Charlie struck out looking his first time up. And Sebastian flew out to right field his first time up. And here is the pitch. It hits. It hits just as it appeared, and I was right. The ball hit Charlie, which Charlie would now move to first base. Leo is now on second, so 2 outs, 2 on. Sebastian steps in. Again, he flew out to right his first time up. And he'll be followed by Andrew, who walked his first time up. So Liam looks in, gets a sign. He comes set and delivers. Ball in the dirt. Nice job by Max to keep the ball in front of him and prevents the runners from moving up. So it's a 1-0 count now to Sebastian. here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike one. So 2 outs, 2 on. No runs across this inning so far for the Knights here in the top of the third, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got Leo at second. He lit off, he reached on a single, a 2-out single, and Charlie was hit by a pitch. And here's the pitch. There's a line shot to third, just past the third baseman's glove. That's going to score. Nope, overthrows. That scores Leo, and the throw moves the runners up. So it's a 6-3 ball game. All right, so runners now on second and third, 2 outs. So after a quick start for Liam, he's given up 2 hits and a walk, leading to 1 run scoring. So Andrew steps in. He walked his first time up. Ike is on deck. He also walked his first time up. There's a called strike on Andrew, and it's a 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike. 2 out, 2 on. 1 run across. 6-3 ball game. Byrne lead it. There's a ground ball to second base. There's nobody covering first base. First baseman came over. That's going to score a run, and it's an infield single for Andrew. So Sebastian's on third, Andrew's on first, and that brings Ike to the plate. And the pitch. It's a pop fly. That's between shortstop and center. Center comes in. Center fielder drops it, and everybody's safe, and another run scores. And it's a 6-5 ball game. So we'll give that error to the center fielder. And you got Andrew on second, Ike on first, and Joey is at the plate. Called strike on the outside corner, and it's an 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike. 2 on, 2 out. 3 runs across this inning. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Max stops it, keeps it in front of him, and the runners hold. So it's a 1-1 count. There's a pop foul, and it's going to be 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Joey. Joey walked his first time up. On deck is Carter, who also walked his first time up. Come on, Joe, protect. Put it out front. And the pitch. Called strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So the Knights put up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base. And at the end of 2.5, it's the Byrne 6, the Knights 5. Coming up in the bottom of the third inning is going to be where we started in the bottom of the second, which is going to be Kendall, followed by Eric, followed by Drew. Kendall walked his first time up. Eric was hit by pitch his first time up. And Drew reached on an error by the third baseman, but all 3 scored runs in that second inning. All right, so this is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network here at the Holiday Home Run 2, brought to you by visitsafetyclearwater.com and Tampa Bay USSSA. I want to thank you all for joining the broadcast, and I hope you're enjoying it here. We're at Fossil Park Field 2 for this matchup between Byrne Collier 13u and the South Tampa Knights. After the game's over, we'll immediately move over to Field 3 to cover the 11u ball game. So about to get the bottom of the third underway. Throw went down, and I think we're all set. All right, so here comes the first pitch from Nico. It's a ground ball to second base. Second baseman snags it, throws over to first, and that is one down. So Eric's at the plate now. He walked us, hit by pitch his first time up, and Drew is on deck. Drew reached on a error by the third baseman his last time up. Now, the reason why we don't necessarily call out position players is because they can switch throughout the game, and from this vantage point, we have no idea who's playing where, other than the only ones we know for sure, the pitcher and catcher. So that's why you don't hear a lot of call out about position players outside of pitcher and catcher. There's a ball up, and it's a 1-0 count now to Eric. 6-5 ball game. Bottom of third. Byrne lead it by 1. Big second inning for them. They put up 6. Here's the pitch. There's a line shot into left field. That's going to get down. That's going to be a... No, he's going for 2. He's going for 2. And he is in there. So a stand-up double for Eric. And the Byrne have a runner on here in the bottom of the third inning. So you got Drew coming up. You got Wyatt coming to the plate. Drew is at the plate. Wyatt is on deck. Wyatt, his first time up, had a sacrifice fly into right field, scoring Kendall back in the bottom of the second. And here is the pitch. There's a line shot. Oh, nice snag by the pitcher. Throws over to first, and that is 2 outs. Wow. Nice defensive snag by the pitcher. And that is 2 outs, but that does move Eric over to third. So 2 outs, runner on third. Wyatt steps in with Will on deck. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Sebastian. Kept the ball in front of him. And it's now a 1-0 count on Wyatt. And the pitch. It's a foul ball. And that's going to make it a 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two outs, runner at third. And here's the 1-1 from Nico. That's ball 2. So 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two outs. And the pitch. That hits the batter, and so Wyatt is on first with a hit by pitch. So 2-out walk issued by Nico. Puts runners on first and third with 2 outs. Will steps in. Will popped out to first base his last time up. Eric is standing down at third base. He got hit by pitch his first time up and scored. And here is the first pitch to Will. There goes the runner. Called strike. And Wyatt is on second base. So Wyatt's on second. Eric's on third. 1 strike on Will. Byrne lead at 6-5 here in the bottom of the third inning. And the pitch. Ball up. And it's now a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Will. Coach calls timeout to go out and talk to his pitcher. Just to kind of settle him down for a minute. kind of a back and forth game right now where Knights still trail, but they did get 3 of those runs back in the top of the second. I'm sorry, top of the third, after the Burn put up 6 in the bottom of the second inning. All right, so coach is done talking to his pitcher. Will steps in. He's got a 1-1 count on him. It is the bottom of the third, and there are 2 outs. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Sebastian. And it's 2-1 count. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Runners hold. And here is the pitch. Called strike, and it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 on. Burn are threatening here in the bottom of the third to extend their lead. And the pitch. Ball 3, and we have a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Two out. 2 on. So Nico looks in, gets his sign. Comes set. And delivers. Swing and a miss. Dropped by the catcher. He throws down at first base. And everyone's safe and a run scores. So we'll give an error to the catcher on that one. That will score Eric. And Wyatt holds at second. So runners on first and second now. Liam steps in. He flew out to, he reached on error by the shortstop his first time up and scored a run. There's a ball in the dirt. There goes the runner, and he is safe. So it's a 1-0 count to Liam. Wyatt moves up to third base. Will stays at first. So runners on first and third. 2 outs. 1-0 count to Liam. And the pitch. Ball inside, and it's a 2-0 count. So 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. 2 on, 1 run across this inning. It's a 7-5 ball game. Burn lead it. And there's the runner. It's a foul ball. And it's a 2-1 count. The runner that time, was Will, moving from first to second. But the foul ball will force him to go back to first. And we will retain runners at first and third with 2 outs and a 2-1 count on Liam. And here's the pitch. There goes Will. Line shot into center field. That's going to get down for a hit. And it's going to score Wyatt from third. All right, so Emery steps in. Emery singled his first time up and got 2 RBIs. And he has runners at first and runs at first and second in front of him. 2 runs across this inning so far for the Burn. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on, 2 runs in. Bottom of third. Burn lead it 8-5. Will down. If I said Will scored earlier, my apology. It was Wyatt that scored. Will is actually at second, and Liam is down at first base after the single. Just swing and miss, strike 2. So 2-0-2 count now to Emery. Nico's ahead in this count. 2 outs, 2 on. And pitch. There's a runner. Called strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left. And at the end of 3, it's the Burn 8, the Knights 5. Coming to the plate in the top half of the inning is going to be Carter, who walked his first time up, Nico, who walked his first time up, and back to the top of the lineup with Xander, who walked and grounded out to short. But he also scored a run, the very first run of the game for the Knights. All right, so we got a new pitcher in the game. It's pitching now for the Burn is going to be Emery. All right, so here we go. Carter steps in, and followed by Nico and Xander. There's a line shot up to center field. Second baseman couldn't quite get to it, and Carter is on with a leadoff single. So runner on, nobody out. Top of the 4th inning. It's an 8-5 ball game. So Nico steps in. Nobody out. Carter down at first base. Again, Nico walked his first time up. Xander's on deck. And here's the pitch. There's the ball up. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes to Nico. Carter's down at first. Nico shows bunt, pulls back, and it's called strike. So it's a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on, nobody out. Top of 4. Knights trail by 3, 8-5. And the pitch. There's the ball up, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And here comes the 2-1. Called strike, and that's a 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nico. Xander on deck. Carter down at first base with a leadoff single here in the top of the fourth. Knights trail by 3, and here's the pitch. Called strike 3, and that is 1 away. So 1 out. Xander steps in. Xander grounded out to short his first time up, and he also walked and scored a run in the first inning. On deck is Caleb. Again, Carter at first with 1 out. And here's the pitch to Caleb. There's a ball in the dirt, and it's a 1-0 count. Or, I'm sorry, pitch to Xander. My bad, Xander. 1-0 count to Xander. Caleb is on deck. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Called strike, and it's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a ground ball back to slow roller to second base. Second baseman fields it, throws over the first, and that is 2 outs. That moves Carter to second base on the slow roller, and that brings Caleb in, who flew out to center field this last time up, struck out his first time up. And 2 down, 1 on, top of 4. Ball a little low, and it's going to be a 1-0 count. Ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. And here's the pitch. Ball 3. So 3-0 count. 3 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, 1 on. Called strike, and it is a 3-1 count.
Grab that ball. Crack of the bat. 2 outs.
And that's ball 4. So the first walk issued by Emery. Puts runners on first and second. Brings in Josh, who struck out swinging his first time up and struck out looking his second time up. He's got 2 runners on, runners at first and second. You got Carter at second. You got Caleb at first with 2 outs. And the pitch. Ball outside. And it's a 1-0 count. 1 ball, no strikes to Josh. 2 outs. 2 on. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's a 1-1 count. And the pitch, foul ball, and it's 2-2. Or I'm sorry, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Let go, crack of the bat. 2 outs.
And here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that is 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit. No errors, and 2 left on base, and at the end of 3.5. It's the burn 8. The Knights 5. All right, we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th here. Coming up is going to be Vance, followed by Max, and then Marcus. Vance grounded out to second and singled his first time up. Actually singled in 2 RBIs, or I'm sorry, singled his second time up with 2 RBIs. Grounded out to second his first time up, and he also scored a run. Max flew out to right field his first time up and singled with an RBI in his last time at bat in the 2nd inning. All right, I think we're about ready to get the bottom of the 4th underway here. All right, so here we go with the bottom of the 4th inning.
Let's defense this inning.
Called strike, and the bottom of the 4th is underway. So no balls, 1 strike to Vance. Nico's still on the mound. There's a fly ball out in the left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit, and Vance is on with a leadoff single. So Vance is 2 for 3 on the day. So it looks like Caleb is now catching for the Knights. Nico's still on the mound. So leadoff single here in the bottom of the 4th. Nico checks the runner at first. He's back. And there goes the runner. There's the pitch. Called strike, and the runner is safely into second base. So Vance reaches second with a stolen base. It's an 0-1 count to Max. Max flew out to right field and singled in a run his last time at bat. On deck is Marcus, who's grounded out to third and grounded out to short. And the pitch. Ball high. And it's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. There's a fly ball out in the left field. That's a high drive. Left fielder's under it. Makes the catch. And throws it quickly into third base to prevent Vance from moving to third. So 1 down. Vance remains at second base. Marcus steps in. Kendall's on deck. Kendall's walked and grounded out to second. He did score a run in that big inning back in the second. Again, it's an 8-5 lead for the Burn. And the pitch. It's a ball in the dirt. And it's a 1-0 count to Marcus. So 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, 1 on. It's Vance down at second base. And the pitch. It's a line pop fly out in the right field. Right fielder's going back on it, and that's going to be over his head. That'll put Marcus with a stand-up triple, and Vance scores from second base. So 1 out triple gives the Burn a 9-5 lead. With 1 out, and Kendall steps in. Get Eric on deck. Eric has scored twice, hit by pitch, and doubled. And here's the pitch. There's a line shot into center field. That's going to get in there for a base hit, and another run scores. So 2 runs in so far this inning. It's a 10-5 lead. For the Burn. Kendall's at first. Eric is at the plate. He doubled his last time up and scored. And there goes Kendall. That's a ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Caleb. So it's a 1-0 count now to Eric. Drew's on deck. Drew reached an error in the second inning and scored a run and grounded out a hard line shot, actually, to the pitcher last inning. So here's the 1-0 pitch to Eric. Ball 2. So 2-0 count. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. Called strike. And it's a 2-1 count. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Kendall's at second. 2 runs in and 1 out. And the pitch. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Shortstop misplays it. And runner at first is out. Nice stretch by the first baseman. Number 9 there. That was Joey. Nice stretch by Joey. That moves Kendall to third with 2 outs. So 2 outs, 1 on, 2 runs in. Drew steps in with Wyatt on deck. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike. Wyatt, he sacrificed fly to right field. Scoring Kendall, the first run for the Burn, and then he was hit by pitch, but he did score a run. Score last inning. And the pitch. Ball 2. Or I'm sorry, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, 1 on, 2 runs across. It's a 10-5 lead for the Burn. And the pitch. It's a line shot into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And another run crosses. And that makes it an 11-5 ball game. So an RBI single for Drew. Looks like we might have a pitching change here. I don't know. Coach goes to the mound. Yep, we're going to have a pitching change. So let's see if we can tell who's coming in for the Knights. Here in just a second. And it looks like see here. And it looks like, I think it's number 79, Ike. Yes, indeed it is. Ike is now pitching for the Knights. All right. All right, so Ike is warming up. It is a 11-5 ball game. Oh, the pitch is ready, so we'll get this inning underway here. All right, so 2 outs, 3 runs across. Drew stands down at first base, and Wyatt is at the plate. There's a ball. There goes the runner. He's safe. Nice throw by Caleb. So Drew is safely down second base with a stolen base. It's ball 1 to Wyatt. And the pitch. Ball inside, and it's 2-0 count. So 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Wyatt. Will's on deck. Will flew out to first base and reached on error by the catcher. Swing and a miss on a strike 3. There's a called strike, and that's a 2-2 count now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. He reached first base on an errant throw by the catcher after the dropped 3rd strike. All right, so Wyatt has 2-2 count on him, and here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's 3 outs. Yeah. So Wyatt strikes out. That makes 3 outs. So they got 3 runs on 1, 2, 3. On 4 hits. They left with just double checking errors, no errors, and 1 left on base. And at the end of 4, it's 11-5 lead for the Burn. Coming up here in the So we'll start the top of the 5th. I think time limit wise, this will probably be the last inning. Pitcher and catcher the same. Max is still behind the plate. Emery's on the mound for the Burn. Coming up in the top of the 5th, is going to be Leo, followed by Charlie, and then Sebastian. Leo has singled twice, scored a run. Charlie is struck out looking and got hit by pitch. And Sebastian flew out to right field and hit an RBI single and scored a run. All right. All right, so far in this one, it's been kind of back and forth until that last inning where the Burn opened it up with 6 runs. But we'll see. Anything can happen here. We'll see what happens. All right. So Leo steps in with 2 for 2 today. And here comes the first pitch to Leo. Ball in the dirt. And that's going to be a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes to Leo. Again, Charlie's on deck. Oh, I'm sorry, that hit, I missed that. That hit Leo, so he's on first base. Charlie steps in, and Sebastian's on deck. So my apologies for missing that, folks. I didn't realize it hit him, I'm guessing in the leg or the foot. So Leo gets the lead. No, and Emery throws over to first base. Kendall snags it. And on the errant throw, which could have got away, which would have put Leo at least on second, if not third. And the pitch. Ball low, nice stop by Max, and it's a 2-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes to Charlie. And here is the 1-0 pitch. Ball low, and it's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out, 1 on. Top of 5. And I believe time limit, this is the last inning, I believe. But we'll get that confirmed. It's a ball outside. And it's a 3-0 count. So 3 balls, no strikes. And here's the 3-0 pitch. Called strike on the inside corner, and it's a 3-1 count now. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out, 1 on. Top of 5. Charlie is at the plate. Sebastian on deck. And the pit. There goes Leo. Called strike, and it's a 3-2 count, and Leo safely moves into second base. So full count. And the pitch. Pop foul, and it's playable. No, just over the fence. Looked like it was going to be playable, but it did just hop over the fence there. And a little too far for Kendall. All right, so here we go. And the pitch. It's a line shot back up the middle. That's going to get through. And Leo is going to hold it third. And so it's a single for Charlie. So runners at first and third with no outs. Sebastian steps in. His last time up, he singled in a run and scored himself. Andrew's on deck. Andrew has also singled in a run. And he walked, but got threw out at second base by a really nice throw and play by the second baseman and Max. There's a throw to third. Try to get the runner to go, and he does not. Try to get Charlie to leave first base to go to second. And the play did not work. And the pitch. There goes the runner. Called strike. Max fakes the throw and lets Charlie go into second base. So an 0-1 count to Sebastian. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Foul ball. And it's an 0-2 count. So no balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 2 on. It's 11-5 ball game. Byrne lead it. We're in the top of the 5th. Immediately following this game, we'll rush over to field 3 to cover the 11U game and get things started over there. And there's the pitch. Foul ball down the line. And we'll do 0-2 again. So no balls, 2 strikes. pitch. Ball up, and it's a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Called strike, and that is 1 out. All right. So literally just got the lineups for the next game. There's 1 down here, 1 out. And here's the pitch. Called strike on Andrew. So Leo remains down at third base. Charlie's at second. There's 1 out. And an 0-1 count on Andrew and the pitch. That goes in the dirt. That gets away from Max. Here comes Leo. He's going to score. And it's 11-6. So it's 1-1 count to Andrew. And that moves Sebastian to third. So runner on third, 1 out. 1-1 count to Andrew. Ike is on deck. Ike has walked and reached on error by the center fielder. And the pitch. It's a pop fly on the infield that's playable. The third baseman has it, and that is 2 down. So Ike steps in. Joey's on deck. Joey was walked, hit by pitch, and struck out so far. So Ike is stepping in. He's the current pitcher for the Knights. And here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Max. Max has really been a wall back there today for the burn. He's only had 1 ball get away from him, and that would have been very difficult for anybody to get to. So nice job by him today behind the plate. And here's the pitch. It's a pop fly. That's going to be out of play, foul. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. The ball low. And it's 2-1 count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1 on, 1 run across. It's 11-6 ball game. Knights trail. And the pitch. Foul ball. And it's 2-2 now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Samurai gets the sign. He comes set and delivers. Ball up, and then it's going to be a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on. And here is the payoff pitch. Ball 4, and Ike is on with a walk. Second one of the day. So runners at first and third. Joey steps in. Again, Joey got hit by pitch and struck out his first time up. And he'll be followed by Carter. So runners at first and third. 2 outs. And nope, goes to third. And the runner's back, and the runner on first stays at first base. Oh. Emery goes over to first base. Kendall snags it. The reason I know it's Kendall because I actually could see his number, so I know that's Kendall playing first base for the Burn. And here's the pitch. Foul ball. And to Joey, and that's going to be an 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike to Joey.
Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Let's go. Stop. Base hit now.
Throw over, and runners back.
Come on, Joe.
They're trying to maintain the force out at second if possible. There goes the runner. Ball in the dirt. Max keeps it in front of him. And Mike still second.
Drive the ball somewhere. Little base hit.
And Charlie remains at third. So Joey has a 1-1 count on him. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. That hits him, and bases are loaded. So it's twice today that Joey's been hit by pitch, but that does load the bases with Carter stepping in. Carter singled his last time up and walked his first time up. On deck will be Nico.
Just like last time.
Bases loaded, 2 outs.
2 outs. Cracking the bat. 2-out rally.
And the pitch. Called strike. And it's no 1 count. So no balls, 1 strike.
2-out rally. Let's go.
I'm pretty certain we're at time at this point, so we'll get the 3rd out here in this inning. This will probably be it, unless it's tie or the Knights are in the lead. So it's a 1-2 count now to Joey. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm sorry, my bad. 0-2 count. 0-2 count to Carter, not Joey. Joey's on first base. He got hit by pitch. And here's the 0-2 pitch to Carter. It's a ground ball back up the middle. Second baseman fields it, goes to first, and that is 3 outs. And that is the ball game. His final score, the Burn 11 and the Knights 6. So join us for the next game, the 11U game coming up here shortly. Again, thank you very much for joining us. This is Dot from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. And we'll see everyone in just a little bit.
Google it. Oh, there is a link? Okay.
Yeah, you can Google it or go to Facebook and just type in Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. It's
Okay.
U and then 3 S's and an A.
Okay.
And then you'll take you right to the page.
Cool.
And the videos will be there. I'll do highlight videos that will come out later in the week with player of the game and stuff like that.
Oh, that's nice. Are you here all day or?